All right, for the pulley station, you want to make sure that these 3 pulleys are kind of aligned next to each other, and then especially that these pulleys are kind of evenly spaced out on this handle here and that they're sort of aligned as well. And then you should be good to go. So for the pulley is a wheel with a groove in it for a rope to travel on. And so I have a little homemade pulley here. Here's a wheel that can spin on a spindle. And now if we take this rope attached to this lovely load that can be filled up with stuff, I wouldn't spend a lot of time on this one because we want to get to that one. But this is just to explain the pulley. What it allows you to do is lift things or lower things more easily. So with this pulley, it's harder sometimes when you lift with just your arm. You only have your arm muscles, maybe your back muscles working. But if you use a pulley, now you can pull downward. You can use your arm muscles and your back muscles. You could even use your whole body. If it's high enough, you could hold on to this, get your feet off the ground, and let your weight pull the weight up. All right, so that's how the pulley works. It can make you be able to pull something downwards to get it to go upwards. But it can also make things feel a lot lighter. So here, on this one, have the girls test out how heavy it is to pick up this 20 pounds in the bucket versus have them pick up the 5 pound and the 3 pound weights as well. If they had to put something on the table, they could probably put these on the table, no problem, but this would be a lot harder for them to lift up onto a table. Now, we have the same bucket with 20 pounds in it, or a similar bucket. Okay, so it's about the same, but now we have 3 pulleys, and that means there's 6 ropes all pulling up on this bucket. So instead of 1 rope pulling up the load, we have 6 ropes pulling up the load and only 1 rope to pull down. Now I have this knot here at the top, and I'm gonna pull. You can use the handle if you want. If I start pulling down, okay, I do have to pull, but look, I can even pull it with 1 finger, okay? And I'm making that bucket go up. Now, I've put the knot, it's almost down to the ground, and the bucket is only about 6 inches off the ground. So that's the drawback. This thing weighs about 6 times less. So it weighs just over 3 pounds, about the size of that red one, or between the red and green. But I'm gonna have to pull this rope 6 times farther. So I'm just gonna have to grab it again, a new spot. I don't have the handle anymore, so grab a new spot and keep pulling it over. And you're gonna have to keep pulling, grabbing a new spot on that rope to pull it down, so that, because that's the trade-off. You have less, it feels like less weight, but you have to pull a lot more rope.